the drama of the Tony Stewart door slam. Like if he's out there watching right now, I'm sure it's, man, the door slam, it's nothing. But for fans to see such a familiar guy, very intense about like, this ain't cool. I just lost. This ain't cool. He's fired up, man. That's what people, they want to see that.
Yeah. And we're all, when we get beat, we're pissed. You know, it's just like he shows it more. But we talked after the race and it's like, God, that's frustrating. I'm not used to this. And it's like, understood. Neither am I. You know, like I spent a lot of years. I've won 15 races in 1 year, you know, so to go a whole year without winning. But it's the adversity that makes you a champion, right? Getting through those tough things. And he's done it on both sides. He's just not used to this. It's a frustrating sport. There's no more laps to make it up. You can't fix it and go back. It's so immediate and for sure. When the wind light comes on, well, except for Pro Mod last week, but you know, right? I'd like to talk about that too. Like I was up on stage and really enjoying that dude, and to have that race thrown out, I'm not exactly sure what happened. But anyway, you know, it's immediate, it's definite most of the time, and it's a sport where you sit in your car at the starting line, but you can see the goal. The finish line's 1,000 feet away. It's there. You're looking at it. So he's still getting used to that. And that wind light not coming on is uncomfortable and frustrating. You know, when you're the team owner, the driver, your team's coming off a number 2 finish, you know, you're contemplating, is it me? Is it the car? What's going on? Did we forget how to race? It's just frustrating. And I understand what he's going through. I've done it. I've been there. And, you know, we went how many first rounds this year already? That's not – last year we had a ton. You know, we brought on Zippy and John Schaefer to make sure we go out and win a championship, and we struggled for a long, long time. But you have to know the wins are coming. I told my wife, you heard me say when I was sitting in the garage before we left for the last 2 races, I was enjoying a nice cigar, and I was looking around. My wife came out and I said, you know, we could win these next 2 races. And she kind of giggled, and she goes, keep dreaming. And I said, when you hire Mike Naff and John and Phil, you're always 1 run away from being on the winning side. You're only 1 run from going, oh, that's a switch that had to be on. Oh, it's that. It's not. We're not idiots, man. We've been doing this forever. Those are the best in the business. So, and she goes, really? So then she goes back home with, man, you about proved me wrong. Like you went out and won. You were in every round you could be in the last 2 races. And I said, racing's different. Going fast is one thing. Racing's different. Now you're coming into this heated part of the season. We're going to be good right now. So we do need to get it together for the end now, because the championship run and those last bunch of races, when it gets cool back, we're like Reading. I always talk about Reading and Dallas. We got to go fast. So we're going to need to come up with a plan.
Well, and it's a process. The way I look at it is just like a championship team in any mainstream sport. There's a gelling and a confidence that has to happen, and you got to come together. You don't just send it out and it is what it is. It's got to grow and it's got to flourish, and it's got to, there's got to be a cohesion that happens with a championship team. And